By the end of September 2023, the total sow herd in China reached about 45 million, making an impressive recovery from the difficulties caused by the epidemic. With the goal of rebuilding the livestock industry, China has produced millions of piglets to meet domestic demand and increase productivity. So, how can they produce such a huge number of piglets? Let's explore the process and technology of piglet production at lightning speed. China is the world's largest pork consumer, with an annual demand of about 54 million tons, accounting for half of the total global pork production. Pork is not only a staple food, but also an indispensable part of the rich culinary culture of the people here. Currently, the pig farming industry in China can produce about 57.94 million tons of pork per year. After the African swine fever (ASF) crisis in 2018, millions of pigs in China were wiped out, leading to a surge in imports of piglets from abroad. Therefore, the country has invested heavily in developing high-quality pig breeds to meet domestic demand and avoid dependence on imports. One of China's efforts to create quality pig breeds is to apply genetic crossbreeding technology. These studies have helped create healthy pigs that are highly resistant to disease and grow faster. Local pig breeds with good qualities will be used and combined with excellent pig breeds imported from abroad. Currently, the most popular pig breeds raised in China include Habei pigs, Beijing black pigs, Xinhua pigs, Hubei pigs, Duroc pigs, Shanghai pigs, and Yorkshire pigs, etc. Most recently, they have crossbred and created a pig breed called Lanxi with outstanding productivity. This is a pig breed with high lean meat ratio and fast growth rate, thereby bringing higher profits. To achieve this, China has applied modern technology, commonly known as pig chip. This technology allows automatic analysis of multiple DNA samples at the same time, rapid synthesis and creation of a gene source with the most optimal characteristics. In addition, artificial insemination is also applied to increase the conception efficiency of the pig herd. The process of creating healthy, quality piglets requires special care. Sows are raised in a clean environment with strict control over temperature, humidity, and nutrition. Automatic feeders and diets are designed specifically for each stage of development, ensuring the best reproductive health. The first pigs will be raised in spacious, large barns. During pregnancy, they are regularly checked for health. The average gestation period of sows is 114 days. Special attention must be paid to miscarriage or early termination of pregnancy. When it is time to breed, they will be placed in separate pens. This confinement will continue throughout the lactation period. However, confinement in small spaces also causes mixed opinions as the sows are restricted in their movements, which can affect their behavior. It is necessary to care for piglets as soon as possible after birth. The appropriate temperature for piglets in the first week is 30 to 35 degrees Celsius, then gradually decrease until weaning. Usually, piglets will suckle their mother's milk for the first 3 to 4 weeks, then switch to a weaning diet to grow quickly. In addition, farms now focus on vaccination and health monitoring for piglets to minimize the risk of disease. Not only investing in breed research, China is also a pioneer in building large-scale farms, applying modern technology to operations. Some prominent models include pig farming projects in high-rise buildings equipped with modern automatic equipment and machinery. In recent years, the pork crisis has brought pig farms into the city. The livestock industry is no longer limited to rural areas. You can see these farms in Beijing. In addition, smart devices and AI systems are also used to monitor the health and behavior of pigs. Facial recognition and voice scanning technology help detect pigs that are coughing, preventing epidemics in time. Currently, China has been able to self-supply 90% of piglets for the livestock industry, basically controlling the breeding problem. The breeding process takes place through selective breeding. Each litter usually produces 10 to 14 piglets, depending on the breed and care conditions. With more than 40 million sows, capable of giving birth 2 to 3 litters per year, the number of piglets produced is extremely large. Thanks to scientific care methods, the survival rate of piglets has been improved to 90%. Despite many successes, the pig farming industry in China still faces many challenges. This country is located in the area most affected by the epidemic. In addition, the cost of raising pigs in China is much higher than in other countries, so they have to constantly look for solutions to reduce these problems. In the future, the pig farming industry in China will continue to develop, as domestic demand is still increasing. With the continuous development of technology, it will be easier to increase production efficiency, ensuring enough piglets for farmers. Millions of piglets are produced every year, which is a testament to the development of modern livestock farming in China. To achieve this success, they have gone in the right direction. What do you think about this? Leave us a comment. Do you know which region has the largest horse meat processing and exporting industry in the world? It is not China or Europe, but South America has traditionally been the world's largest exporter of horse meat. With a long history of horse and cattle farming, countries like Argentina, Uruguay, and Brazil have become major players in the global horse meat industry. Join us as we explore South America's largest horse meat processing plant. The tradition of horse breeding in South America began in the 16th century when Spanish and Portuguese settlers arrived and brought horses with them. Over time, the growing horse population combined with the vast grasslands of the region led to the development of a strong horse industry. Since then, horses have been an integral part of the economy and culture of the region. Horse meat processing plants in South America are primarily dedicated facilities designed to slaughter, process, and package horse meat. These plants adhere to strict hygiene and food safety regulations, ensuring that the meat quality meets international standards. The process begins with the humane slaughter of the horses, followed by careful inspection and grading of the meat. Finally, the meat may be further processed before being packaged and prepared for export. These plants often operate in regions with long-standing cattle and horse farming traditions. Integrating horse meat processing into the broader meat industry in South America allows these plants to benefit from existing infrastructure, a skilled workforce, and a regulatory framework governing meat production. The horse meat industry is an important economic sector in South America, especially in rural areas where agriculture and livestock farming are dominant. Horse meat plants provide employment and support local economies, providing jobs and stable income for millions of people. In areas where livestock farming is the main occupation, horse meat processing is a complementary activity that helps diversify income sources for farmers. The horse meat export market in South America is also very stable, with European countries such as Belgium, France, and Italy being the main importers. The demand for horse meat in these regions is driven by cultural preferences, where horse meat is considered a delicacy and a traditional food item. One of the reasons South America exports the most horse meat in the world is because of the low cost of raising horses. The region has abundant natural pastures and a favorable climate, making horse meat production less expensive than other regions. In addition, horse meat consumption is also increasing because South Americans believe that eating horse meat improves their health. Horse meat is leaner and less fatty than other red meats, which appeals to health-conscious consumers. Furthermore, the environmental impact of horse meat production in South America is generally lower than that of other types of livestock production. Horses require less feed and water than cows and goats, and they are often raised on natural pastures rather than grazing. This reduces the environmental impact of horse meat production, making it a more sustainable choice for many farms. One of the biggest challenges facing the horse meat industry is closely related to ethical issues. In some regions, notably North America and the UK, the consumption of horse meat is taboo, leading to criticism from animal rights activists. Issues such as the treatment of horses during transport, the conditions under which they are kept before slaughter, and the methods used in slaughterhouses are all areas of concern and controversy. Despite these concerns, the horse meat industry in South America continues to thrive, thanks to demand from countries where horse meat is culturally accepted and considered a delicacy. We have just explored the large-scale horse meat processing plants in South America. How do you feel about today's video? Leave your comments below to let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to receive the latest notifications. Now, goodbye and see you all again. We all know pork is the most popular and consumed food in the world, typically in China and Asian countries. But do you know where China mainly imports their pork from? That is the European region, and Germany is one of the largest pork export markets in China. Each year, Germany exports about 2.5 million tons of pork, equivalent to $3.8 billion US, and has become one of the largest pork exporting countries in the world. So, how did the pig farming industry in Germany develop so much? Please explore with us. The pig industry plays an important role in livestock production in Germany. Over the years, Germany has risen to become the market leader in pig farming in Europe. The main pig farms in Germany are of moderate scale, managing from 1,000 to 2,000 pigs. Some large-scale livestock factories have up to 10,000 pigs. Most of the pigs raised in Germany are for export. A small part is for export of breeding pigs, and mainly pork. Because the German pig breed is considered the largest pig breed in the world. According to annual statistics, more than 21 million pigs are raised on German farms. They can be raised in closed farms or in open grazing. Pig farms need to be far away from residential areas to ensure environmental hygiene. Inside the farm, it is necessary to equip a ventilation system to create conditions for pigs to develop comprehensively. Pig food depends on their age. Large-scale farms in Germany mainly use automated food and water supply systems. This system not only classifies and quantifies food appropriately, but also helps farmers save on animal feed costs. Pig farming in Germany is closely linked to pig farming in Europe. Each year, Germany imports nearly 8 million piglets and sows, mainly from Denmark and the Netherlands. In the same year, Germany exported about 1.7 million pigs to other EU countries, mainly to Hungary. Therefore, pig farming activities in Germany have influence from other countries in the alliance. Years ago, Germany exported a large number of pigs and pork to Ukraine. But in recent years, due to the impact of war, the export market in this country has seriously declined. Not only does Germany export large quantities of pigs to foreign countries, it also exports about 2.5 million tons of pork each year. The main export markets are some European countries and China. Exported pork is processed in large-scale factories and meets food safety and hygiene standards. Pigs are raised on farms for 6 months, and when they reach a weight of 250 to 280 pounds, they will be qualified to be sent to a meat processing factory for export. Each year, nearly 48 million pigs are processed at pork processing plants in Germany. More than 48 million pigs provide 4.5 million tons of pork. Therefore, Germany is the largest pork producer in Europe. Internationally, Germany ranks third after China and the US. Germany exports more than 2.3 million tons of pork to more than 100 countries, thereby meeting much of the growing demand for high-quality meat. Pork processing plants in Germany can be divided into 3 areas: slaughtering, cutting, and further processing. Pigs are anesthetized before slaughter so as not to cause pain to the animal. This is done in accordance with humane slaughter regulations in the processing plant. After the slaughter process, pigs are processed for hair and internal organs are removed and cleaned. Pork carcasses are often cut in half with a large saw, then put into cold storage for a quick cooling process to improve meat quality. Many plants preserve pork carcasses for 24 to 48 hours before sending them to the processing area for cutting. The pork carcass will be cut and divided into parts. After cutting the meat, fresh pork can be preserved and distributed in cold storage for domestic consumption and export. According to statistics, the total per capita consumption of pork in Germany is 34.6 kilograms. Pork is a rich source of protein, has a delicious flavor, and is processed into many different dishes. Especially when processed into sausages, ham is not only loved by Germans, but also exported to many regions. China is the world's largest pig-raising country, with half of the world's pigs currently raised in this country. Farmers have raised pigs for thousands of years and considered them the most important livestock. Currently, automated farming methods have appeared on most large farms, bringing the most convenience and efficiency in raising pigs. Join us to explore the world's most modern automated pig farms in China right now. You may not know, a Thai buffalo won a beauty contest and is worth nearly $1.5 million. So why are Thai buffaloes so big and so striking? What's so special about this buffalo breed compared to other buffalo breeds? Let's explore and find out the reason through this video. Buffaloes are familiar animals in many Asian countries, especially Southeast Asia. In Thailand, buffaloes are not only companions in farm work, but also a symbol of endurance and intelligence. They can plow the fields, transport agricultural products, and help farmers with difficult daily tasks. What is special is that in addition to their strength, Thai buffaloes are also known for their calm, approachable, and intelligent personalities, become a valuable assistant to farmers. With the development of technology and agricultural machinery, the role of buffalo has gradually changed. Although still very important in remote areas, Thai buffalo are now not only as a working tool, but also participating in a completely new field, buffalo beauty contest. These buffaloes are carefully cared for and fully developed to achieve outstanding size with the desire to win prestigious beauty pageants. As of April 2024, the number of buffalo in Thailand has reached 1,817,289 heads, with 311,303 farmers involved in buffalo farming. It would not be surprising if Thais said they have buffaloes that weigh tons. In 2023, a water buffalo weighing 1.4 tons in Thailand won a giant buffalo competition. These buffaloes are not only outstanding in appearance, but also show strength, well-developed muscles, creating a special image in the community. Buffalo farms in Thailand do not focus on large scale, but on quality of breed. The most popular buffalo farming area is Isan, including provinces such as Buriram, Surin, Uban Ratchathani, Sisaket, Sakon Nakhon, Nakhon Ratchasima, Nakhon Phanom, Roy Et, Mahasarakam, and Udon Thani. In the Udon Thani area alone, there are more than 30 farms, each with at least 1 to 2 bulls for breeding and developing large buffaloes. Large, healthy. For the production of large, healthy buffaloes, the origin factor is extremely important. To maintain their health and develop strong muscles, these Thai buffaloes are very carefully cared for. Their diet includes not only fresh grass and straw, but also cereals and protein-rich supplements. This helps them develop strong and healthy bodies, strong enough to work hard in the fields or participate in buffalo beauty contests. However, these buffaloes are also susceptible to diseases such as foot and mouth disease, pharyngitis, and brucellosis. Therefore, vaccination and regular health checkups are extremely important. The giant buffaloes in Thailand not only have cultural value, but also have extremely high economic value. Buffaloes with beautiful appearance and fully developed muscles can be sold for up to millions of US dollars. The value of each buffalo ranges from a few $1,000s to millions of dollars, depending on its appearance and characteristics. No longer the image of buffaloes working hard in the fields. Today, you will easily see images of buffaloes participating in beauty contests. In addition to raising buffalo for work, Thai people also make a big profit from selling buffalo meat and other byproducts such as skin, horns, and semen. These products are not only valuable domestically, but also have export potential. The price of a batch of semen ranges from nearly 150 US dollars to about 900 US dollars. Milking semen for sale is a profession that earns a considerable amount of money each month, providing a stable source of income for farmers. Thai buffalo meat is being exported to countries such as China and Vietnam, where there is a very high demand for buffalo meat. The Thai government is actively promoting the buffalo meat processing industry to meet this demand. While the giant buffalo farming industry offers many opportunities, it is not an easy job. Farmers face high maintenance costs, require large areas of land, and must manage their herds to ensure their health. Caring for giant buffalo is not only expensive in terms of feed, but also in terms of treatment costs when they get sick, which can run into hundreds of dollars. However, with government support and export opportunities, the industry still has a lot of potential and will continue to grow in the future. Every year on May 14th, Thai people celebrate Thai Buffalo Conservation Day, a special cultural event to honor this breed. This is an opportunity for farmers to exchange, share experiences, and exchange buffalo breeds, while emphasizing the importance of preserving and developing this precious buffalo breed. In addition to giant black buffaloes, Thailand also has albino buffaloes with very special colors, making them more prominent and rare than ever. Not only attracting attention thanks to their impressive appearance, these buffaloes also have high economic value, often chosen to participate in buffalo beauty contests. What do you think about this? Leave a comment to let us know. The past few days have been perhaps the worst for farmers in Florida, USA, as Hurricane Helena has just passed. The scariest thing is that before they could recover, an even stronger hurricane hit. The next storm to hit was Hurricane Milton, with terrifying winds. Storm after storm has caused misery for thousands of American farmers as their farms, crops, and homes were destroyed. This shows the power of nature. No matter how terrible it is, it can still cripple the economy of a superpower for years. Even in an era of advanced science and technology, humans cannot withstand devastating natural disasters. Within 20 days, the United States had to face consecutive disasters from 2 storms, Helena and Milton, which are considered the strongest storms in 100 years and could cause hundreds of billions of dollars in damage to the United States. Millions of people were evacuated from the storm's eye for safety, but livestock, poultry, and millions of tons of farm produce were destroyed. According to some reports, more than $14.8 billion in crop and livestock production was affected. Nearly 100,000 farms were affected by the massive storm. According to preliminary statistics, poultry was hit hardest by Hurricane Helene. Poultry production is the dominant agricultural industry in the region, with an estimated $6.3 billion worth of poultry products produced in Florida each year. Georgia and North Carolina, which account for a quarter of the U.S. broiler chicken supply, were among the hardest hit. It is estimated that the storms in recent days have killed nearly 3 million chickens and thousands of pigs and cows across Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. In many areas, strong winds flattened poultry houses, with reports in Florida showing that about 1 in 7 broiler houses were damaged or destroyed. These losses were not only reduces poultry supplies immediately, but also hampers local production capacity for months or even years. Rebuilding housing and equipment will be costly and time-consuming. In addition, the impact of the storm also directly affects the supply of food and clean water, leading to the risk of disease outbreaks in surviving poultry. The livestock and dairy industries were not spared from the devastating storm. The storm destroyed large areas of pasture and many farms, causing large numbers of beef and dairy cattle to be scattered. In many, next month, producers will face more challenges due to reduced feed supplies. The aftermath of the storm was massive flooding, which could sweep away hundreds of farm animals. There were many accidental footages of animals being swept away by the flood to show how severe the damage was. Not only livestock are affected, but fruit and nut farms are also not immune to storm surges or flooding. Total fruit and nut production across Florida counties is about $1.9 billion a year. Georgia is the second largest blueberry producer in the United States, with an estimated value of $156 million a year. Florida accounts for 13% of the nation's strawberry production. All farms in the area, these are all heavily flooded. With this situation, it is certain that in the future, the cost of food and fruits in the US will skyrocket due to insufficient supply. Therefore, the US government must take effective post-storm recovery measures to ensure stable food supply and prices. Leading the recovery effort is the United States Department of Agriculture, or USDA, which has issued announcements to help farmers restore and rebuild their farms. If you are a farmer affected by the storm, please make a list of all the damage, record videos or photos to send to the USDA. This organization has programs to support farmers affected by natural disasters, such as providing low-interest loans, providing technical and financial assistance for long-term recovery plans. In addition, support for restoring infrastructure, emergency treatment of animals killed by the storm is also carried out to avoid environmental impacts and the risk of disease outbreaks. If you are a struggling farmer, contact your local USDA organization for help. Overall, the devastating storms have created serious and lasting hardships for American farmers, threatening their livelihoods, infrastructure, and future productivity. Hopefully, the storms will pass soon, and American farmers will be able to get back on their feet.
Got no way over there until we repair that, other than down through.
Welcome to today's video. Today, we will explore an impressive success story from the Black Angus cattle industry in China. A single Angus cow when sold can bring in a net profit of more than 7,000 yuan, equivalent to about 1,000 US dollars. This is a dream income for farmers, and this livestock industry is contributing to poverty alleviation in many rural areas. Angus cattle are a small breed of beef cattle originating from England, characterized by black back hair and no horns. This breed has a very high meat yield and matures early. The slaughter rate is usually 60 to 65%, the bones are thin, the fat is clear, the meat is tender, and the flavor is excellent. According to the assessment, Angus cattle have a meat yield 10% higher than Simmental cattle, and the market price is also 300 to 400 USD higher. Currently, the demand for Angus beef is increasing sharply, opening up great development opportunities for large-scale farms. With the advantage of the market, localities have begun to invest heavily in this livestock industry. This black cattle breed is mainly raised in northern regions of China, such as Heilongjiang, Jilin, Liaoning, Xinjiang, Shanxi, Gansu, and Ningxia. They are suitable for places with cool climates, cold tolerance, good disease resistance, and easy to manage. Angus cattle farms have large areas, with the ambition to build a herd of up to 100,000 cows. Cattle farms are often chosen in places with flat, dry terrain, good drainage, wind and sun direction, enough sunlight, enough electricity and water, abundant green food, and convenient transportation. The cattle barn is designed to be partially closed for ventilation and cooling. The barn has 2 rows of cows. In the middle, there is a feeding ditch about 2 meters wide. Initially, the farms imported breeding cows from Australia in the tens of thousands. Then the breeding and mating process took place. With a scale of nearly 100,000 square meters, these farms meet national beef cattle farming standards. Not only investing in barns, the operating space of the cows is also guaranteed to be spacious and airy. The yard area is half the area of the barn, fully equipped with drinking troughs. When visiting large-scale Angus cattle farms, you will easily recognize cows with different colored tags on their ears. Everything must be strictly controlled, helping farmers grasp the status of the cattle herd. Here, workers are always clean and tidy, fully equipped with functions such as hay barns, feed warehouses, veterinary stations, offices, etc. Each livestock area has a safe path. In the cow barn, a layer of hemp byproducts is often spread so that the cows have the most comfortable space. Feeding is an important step in Angus cattle farming to ensure that Angus cattle grow well. If the fattening goal focuses on beef quality, they will adopt a linear fattening method for weaned calves. After weaning, the calves will enter an adaptation period of about a month. At this time, they will be fed high-quality and nutritious roughage. After the adaptation period, enter the intensive fattening stage. At this stage, Feed 1% to 1.5% of body weight with concentrated feed plus clean, hygienic roughage, silage, hay, wine lees, etc., and limit reasonable exercise. After fattening for about a year until the cow is 18 months old, the average weight will reach 450 to 600 kilograms. During the fattening period, the cow will be fed an appropriate amount of grain, which can reduce the cost of fattening. After meeting the standards for sale, the Angus cows will be transferred to the slaughterhouse and processing plant. Not only investing in the livestock sector, the farms also combine to build modern, smart processing plants. It only takes 15 minutes for this line to complete the processing of a cow, which is truly an impressive number. Black Angus beef can be processed into many different parts, such as beef tenderloin, fillet, snowflake meat. After that, these products will be carefully packaged and transported for consumption nationwide. The Angus cattle industry not only produces quality meat products, but also brings high income to the people. According to statistics in Jingyuan County, Ningxia, the rate of people escaping poverty thanks to Angus cattle farming is up to 95%. This shows a positive change in their lives. With advances in technology and management, the Angus cattle industry in China has great potential for development in the future. Farms are applying advanced techniques to optimize the production process, from cow care to meat processing. So, we have finished exploring the billion-dollar black cattle farm in China. Are you surprised by the progress and efforts of the black cattle farming industry here? Best known in the world for its great taste and high price, Wagyu beef is bred and grown on farms around the world. Although it originated in Japan, Australia is famous for its scale of Wagyu beef production and processing. Australian Wagyu beef is exported to many regions around the world and creates a famous brand. So, does the process of producing and processing Australian Wagyu beef meet standards? Standard compared to Japan? Let's find out together. In Japan, the Wagyu beef industry is deeply rooted in tradition, with a focus on quality over quantity. Cows are typically raised in small herds, allowing farmers to closely monitor and care for each animal. Wagyu beef is processed in Japan under strict guidelines to ensure the meat maintains its high quality standards. After being raised for approximately 30 months, the cattle are slaughtered in highly regulated facilities. These processing plants adhere to strict hygiene and handling procedures to ensure the safety of the meat. The special thing about Japanese Wagyu beef is that it is classified based on a standard marbling score, numbered from 1 to 12. The higher the score, the more marbling. Only beef numbered 6 or higher is classified as premium Wagyu beef. With strict production processes at processing facilities, Japanese Wagyu beef has affirmed its unique brand worldwide. So, does Australia breed and produce Wagyu beef according to Japanese methods? And how was the taste of Australian Wagyu beef compared to the original taste in Japan? Australia is one of the world's largest producers of Wagyu beef. Although they import Wagyu cattle from Japan, Australian farmers have developed their own unique methods of raising and processing this expensive breed of cattle. While Japan has prioritized traditional practices, Australia has adopted a more industrial approach to Wagyu beef production to meet global demand. However, Australian farmers maintain high standards of care for their herds, focusing on producing consistent, high-quality beef. Unlike traditional large-scale farming in Japan, Australian Wagyu cattle are typically raised on large farms where they have access to pasture before being fed grain to enhance the marbling of the meat. The grain feeding process typically lasts between 30 and 50 days, during which time each cow is closely monitored to ensure that they achieve the desired marbling. Unlike Japan, where cows are cared for almost individually, Australian farms manage larger herds, using advanced technology to monitor and optimize cow health and diet. The slaughter and processing of Australian Wagyu beef is also subject to strict health and safety regulations, overseen by government agencies such as the Australian Meat Industry Council and the Department of Agriculture. Australian processing plants are also more automated than those in Japan, allowing for larger-scale beef processing. These plants use advanced technology to ensure that beef is slaughtered and packaged efficiently while maintaining the high standards expected of Wagyu. While Japan grades Wagyu meat according to its marbling, in Australia, experts take into account factors such as tenderness, flavor, and juiciness in addition to marbling. High-quality Australian Wagyu beef is often exported to international markets, especially in Asia and the United States. Compared to Japan, Australian Wagyu beef is aged for a longer period of time, usually 28 to 60 days, to develop the flavor and tenderness of the meat. The aging process is usually carried out in a temperature-controlled environment to ensure consistent quality. After aging, the beef is vacuum sealed and packaged for export. You can easily find Australian Wagyu beef on the menus of high-end restaurants and supermarkets around the world. While Japan consumes most of its Wagyu beef domestically, only a small portion is exported to international markets. In contrast, Australia produces a large amount of Wagyu beef for export, making it a major player in the global premium beef markets. Although originating from Japan, Australian Wagyu beef farms do not apply Japanese production technology, but instead apply high-tech, large-scale production to produce Wagyu beef for export worldwide. Despite different production methods, Japan and Australia are both aiming to create the highest quality Wagyu beef products that are sought after worldwide. Leave your comments below this video and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss other interesting videos. See you in the next video!